I've personally owned two OnePlus devices over the last few years, the OnePlus 3 and the OnePlus 7 Pro. So why haven't I upgraded to the latest version after it would appear like I am a loyal customer to the company? Well, to put it simply, OnePlus has become boring to me. It's your typical glass sandwich of a phone with decent specs that isn't all that impressive when phones like the iPhone have far more impressive video camera capabilities, and when phones like the Galaxy Fold and Flip 3 exist with folding displays. That's really cool, but OnePlus doesn't strike me in that way anymore. Now, I never used to hold this pessimistic outlook towards OnePlus. I enjoyed their product up until the 7 Pro, which I still believe was the peak of their design. However, when their then founder, Carl Pei, left the company a year later, I saw the prices go down and the innovation that made them special in the first place level off. As Carl was leaving, he was also entering something new. Meet Nothing. Despite its name, it is something worth talking about in my opinion, as it could be the next OnePlus that phone nerds like me have been waiting for. Back in 2020, Carl founded Nothing and received $7 million in backing from investors to launch their first product, the Nothing Ear 1. The Ear 1 wrote the design language for Nothing's future products with a translucent plastic housing around the earbuds and case. They also advertised their partnership with Teenage Engineering, who is quite popular for their audio synthesizers. The partnership seemed to be an important part to Nothing. Under their About page, their investors are all people from other major tech companies and tech backgrounds. For contrast, OnePlus is backed by a larger organization called BBK Electronics. They manufacture for multiple companies like Oppo, Vivo, Realme, and OnePlus. Now that's not totally a bad thing, since that's probably responsible for a lot of OnePlus's success today. But that success for OnePlus is not the success that many of OnePlus's original customers wanted. OnePlus grew its fan base back in 2014 with the tagline, "Never Settle." They offered great specs and a fresh design with their fluid software and timely software updates. All of that for a reasonable price at the time. However, since then, OnePlus has increased the price substantially without making those core ideas their primary focus. That's a big reason why OnePlus went from universally lauded to loathed by their first customers that hoped for a change in the smartphone industry. Nothing's promise is clear and simple. It's very transparent. Get it? But anyways, on a real note, their focus is on efficiency. Their first phone will have the Snapdragon 778 to improve efficiency, along with the 8GB of RAM that'll cache frequently used apps to open quicker. Their launcher uses minimal animations to also hold the smooth experience. On top of that, 4 years of software support will be provided. Design is still a main focus with the company, and in this case, cases will be something Nothing is working on. They're working to develop a case that still shows off their unique design, but also lets users express themselves. The cases shouldn't cover up the cool but admittedly a possible gimmick of the glyph interface. It lights up when the phone gets notified, can act like a key light for your camera, and it can also show battery charge progression. Even if this is basically an enlarged and cooler version of a notification LED that we used to get on phones, it's what could ultimately make Nothing's first phone interesting to enthusiasts that have longed for that feature and a unique design at the same time. Now, if you're maybe a little skeptical about this, I get it. Nothing is a brand new company making a low volume of phones to start. Amidst the news that they're not going to be selling their first model in the US, it could be hard to fully get on board. But bringing to launch a new company with a new smartphone in 2022 is difficult, and I can understand why they're beta testing more locally in London and Europe to start. However, my main question going into all this is, will Nothing turn into another OnePlus? OnePlus started with good intentions as an enthusiast brand, but lived to grow into the villain, a regular mainstream smartphone. Every enthusiast brand wants to do their best to grow their company and bring it to more people, but when they grow large enough, it's no longer the unique combination of a novel yet well-functioning smartphone for people like me, and maybe you, wanting something different. There's no way to fully predict what'll happen in the upcoming years, but let's hope that Nothing becomes something. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and if you're not already subscribed, please consider doing so as I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the summer. Expect a lot more videos to be rolling out, and with that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time on Tech Device News.